Because I know they might as well join the university. Facts. They might as well join the university, you feel me? Straight up. And for y'all who let the CIA trick y'all into trying to infiltrate the university like I'm dumb, you gonna get your ass killed. Let you know right now, don't be pulling up to no motherfucking meet and greets with thinking your ass low key. I'm on to you. Let you know right now, soul will be deported, nigga. I'm on to you. Now you pull your ass up thinking you low key if you want to. Heavy infiltration, y'all. You feel me? They do this to everybody. Fred Hampton like that. You know, the niggas wonder why I ain't. What if I'm gonna get a bodyguard for? Nigga, Fred Hampton bodyguard set him up, nigga. To me, it seems like when you start bringing motherfuckers in, that's when all the snake shit come. Nigga ain't trust nigga. I don't trust nobody. You feel me? Nigga, I don't even trust my own mama, nigga. That's on my soul, I don't. I don't trust nobody. Soon as you trust, boy, that's when you die out here. That's when you leave. I'm a warrior. I can't trust even if not. Do I want to trust? I want to trust, but I can't. I'm not no fool. Look, when I look back in time, when I look at all the warriors, when I look at all the revolutionaries, when I look at all the gangsters that stood and fought for the land, that's where they ass went wrong. Trusting somebody. Close y'all eyes, we locking in. Warrior energy, that's all we channeling. see, right? Alright, y'all, we going in, man. So today we like this. So today we finna talk about who they like the. You can say Calafia, or you can say Califia, or you can say Khalifa, like Wiz Khalifa. However you want to enunciate or pronounce the goddess name, but she was a real goddess that actually existed. And before we dive into her, like I said, I don't support racism. We don't support sexism. We don't support none of that fake shit in here. That's my only disclaimer. If you don't like profanity, get the fuck out now. You hear me? If you don't want your kids to hear no real esoterical facts, get the fuck out now. You feel me? If you don't like black people, leave now. If you're a black person that has a problem with white people being in here that's high vibrational, leave now. You feel me? I ain't got nothing against somebody gay neither. I don't care where you stick your dick or where you put your coochie at. That's your business. Because don't none of that affect vibration at all. So if you got a problem with gay people, exit the university now. If you're gay and you got a problem with straight people, get the fuck out now, because the whole world ain't finna be gay with your ass. Okay? If you're rich and you don't like broke people, leave now. If you're broke and you got a problem with people with a little money, leave now. And here we all about high vibrations. We ain't closing the doors on nobody that wanna enlighten themselves, man. You feel me? Shout out to the hood and free guys. You got a problem with the streets, leave now. You feel me? Because the hood, we in here because I come out the hood. So you better know the hood gonna always be in here for real. And look, y'all, I'm okay. If you wondering, like, his energy, listen, every lecture gonna be different. Every lecture, my energy gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? But just know that what's not gonna change is you getting these facts. Now, I might present the facts in a way that might hurt your damn feelings. That happens sometimes too. But what you gonna get is these facts. And then what'll happen is you'll see a bunch of media outlets will repeat the same facts that I'm repeating on Wednesday. Because you know, you can't really find no videos on this on YouTube. We should have been known that California was named after a black goddess. Did y'all know that? Some of y'all did. But I'm pretty sure the majority of you didn't know that. And we're going to dive into, we're going to find out all about her. We're going to find out about how they hid her. So we're going to roll it out right now. So that's another thing that white America didn't invent. You know, because California is what? We all know how we think about California today. Oh, California love. California knows how to party. California knows how to party. In the city, get on Watts. Shout out to California too, man. What Cali at? If you from Cali, man, drop y'all zip code. Y'all got a lot of them bitches. You hear me? Y'all got a lot of them bitches. I ain't gonna lie, but drop them though. Drop your zip, drop your area code. Y'all got a lot of them bitches. Factuals. Hold on, I know it's a lot of homes watching right now. Let's put some of this good spiritual energy and blow some of this y'all away. I am everything and everything is me. Let this information spread far and wide, and thus it shall be. So yeah. I damn near don't even want to have a seat. y'all. You know? How many of y'all knew? How many of y'all knew that? How many of y'all knew that California was named after a black goddess? Because when we look it up, you don't really see that many YouTube videos about Queen Khalifa. Some say Calafia. Some say Khalifa. Alright? But you don't see that many YouTube videos about her. And it's definitely not in our textbooks. And I mean, when I was in school, that shit wasn't in the textbooks. And I'm pretty sure it's not in the textbooks now. I highly doubt that they putting that shit in the book. They not doing that. You feel me? And we homeschool our kids, so we don't read no textbooks. They get homeschooled over here. They get all the real math and the real history they need right here, because America's with 3 Ks ain't gonna do it. You lied to us. You lied to my mama. You lied to my grandmama. You lied to my great-grandmama. Hell, you lied to my great-great-great-grandmama. You know, because they signed us into slavery in 1863. I was telling y'all about that. The Emancipation Proclamation means to emancipate means to free from your hand, not your control. So we were never slaves. That's another lie. All right, it's coming to the light that we were never slaves. And the few of us that they did catch would end up being slaves as prisoners of war. But then the Emancipation Proclamation actually signed us into slavery. Okay? It signed all your color folk, your black folks, your Latino folk to today into slavery. Because before they signed that, we was black Indians, colored people, Negroes, all right? And that was as we got close to being signed in. Before we got to that phase, we was Choctaw, Cherokee, Seneca, Seminole, Navajo, Apache, Sioux, Illinois Confederacy, Aztecs, you know, Mayans, Incas, Mandingo, Ashanti, Zulu, Yoruba, and on and on and on. And then before that, we was Mississippians. And then before that, we were Egyptians. And then before that, we were Atlanteans. So we have went through a million different names as we have fell from frequency. Because remember, y'all, we was at 33rd dimension. And during this war, we've been falling in frequency. All the way down to 3D. Alright? That's how we got to 3D. The third dimension. Alright? Did everybody know that it's known fact, we broke away from 3D. We out of 3D completely. You got a few people that still left there, though. And these are all the people you see running to go get vaccinated. They're going to get their boosters. You know, like they toddlers. They need boosters now. And toddlers need their little booster chairs. You know, booster chairs you put them in. They want to eat at the table. They be getting all type of mac and cheese on the side of their face. You know what I'm saying? That's how they treating adults out here. Full-grown adults. You little niggas go get them boosters. Hey, you little niggas out there, go get them boosters. Grown as hell, got y'all grown ass getting booster shots. You should be appalled at yourself. Alright? But we've been falling in frequency. So we've been falling, tumbling down. I gave a lecture on my website about the Egyptians and the truth about the Egyptians. And I just kind of put out there on my website, we was in class on my website, was this Friday night? That was Friday night. Or Thursday night, one of them, Friday or Thursday. But we was on the website. I don't keep up with the days. I really don't. That's why I don't know what day it was. But we was on the website, and I was talking about the truth about the Egyptians, and they kind of played this. And I told them on the website too, I said, this is going to kind of play into the lecture on Sunday on YouTube. But the Egyptians, if you ain't seen my lecture on the truth about the Egyptians yet, go watch it on my website, www.theuci.online. There's like a spoiler alert, but you can never really spoil information. But just a quick synopsis of what I was saying. The Egyptians represented a tribe. They got us thinking that the Egyptians was a moment in time. Okay? And the reason they do that is to throw you completely off from the fact that they ain't been here that long. All right, the reason you can go back and they can dig up the mummies, it's not because they were wrapped so good that they preserved their bodies for hundreds of thousands of years. It's that these niggas just left the Avatar a couple hundred years ago. They just landed here in 1492. So everything that they have done, they accomplished from their year of 1492, which is when they landed, on up to now. So the Egyptians was not some far away civilization, 600 BCE, because we know BCE is before Christ entered, right? Right? And AD is supposed to be like after death, right? But we know Christ never existed, so we can remove all that BC and AD shit out the history books now, right? All that 6,000 BC. He was never here. So y'all gonna have to come with something new now. Y'all gonna have to formulate a new lie for us to gather around. And we not gathering around no more lies. That's why we gather here. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know, you might not agree with everything I'm saying, but the truth hurt. So a lot of shit, it might hurt when I say it. So you might not want to agree with it. Some shit be so deep, you like, man, it can't be real, so you think I'm lying. I'm just gonna give it to you like it is. We can't say AD after death. Only time we say AD now is Aunt Davis. You feel me? Other than that, we ain't AD after death because you can't even show us what Jesus Christ was buried at. So we not accepting that no more. Better yet, you can't show us where none of the motherfuckers in the Bible were buried at. None of them. None of them niggas got a tombstone. So y'all can keep those lies over there. Alright? So these Egyptian artifacts that they like to dig up and hide is because the Egyptians was a tribe. And they were in existence the same time as the Cherokee. And you had all that going on at the same time. The war that the Egyptians had between the Egyptians and the Persians, the Persians were led by Artaxerxes, right? Artaxerxes was a real king in Persia. And you know the Persians were what? Human beings. The Egyptians were gods. The Persians were human beings. The Spartans were gods. The Athenians were human beings. Okay, I repeat. The Egyptians were gods. Us. Nefertiti, Cleopatra. Goddesses. Matter of fact, Cleopatra was the last pharaoh of Egypt. Black woman. Goddess. Goddess. King Tut, one of the most famous pharaohs. Black man. Young black god. Kemet was before Egypt. Kemet was Egypt in a higher state. When we were Egyptians, we were vibrating at 13, 14, 15, 16 dimension. We stood 15 to 19 feet tall at that time. That's why when you go look at any ancient artifacts over in ancient Egypt, you see these big ass. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Right? When you go pull up Egyptian pyramids, right? And Egyptian temples. When you go pull up Egyptian pyramids, right? Thank you, babe. You wrote that mighty quick. Well, when you go pull up the Egyptian artifacts, all right? Hold on. So pull it up. Let me pull it up for y'all. I want y'all to see some things. I want y'all to see some things. Okay. Do you see how big these statues are? Look how tall they are, and look how big the statues are. Okay. You see it? Look how big the statues are. They say massive ancient Egyptian statues and columns. Okay? Look how big the statues are and look how small they are. Now, why do you think they made them statues that big? Because that's how big they were. So that's exactly the size that they were when they made them statues. They wasn't no little people making no big ass statues. Alright? This was what they hiding from you though. Alright, they hide the truth in plain sight. This us 13D. 13, 14, 15, 16 dimension. That's the sizes we were. And we built these statues to show that. I mean, look. Truth hidden in plain sight, really. Look, we was huge. We was huge. Alright? And we were even bigger than this. But, you see, those were the actual sizes that we were at the time. This is why those statues are sitting there at that size. That was the actual size we were at that time. And we were bigger than that. You see the regular human beings? Look how big we were. That was at 13, 14, 15, 16 dimension level. That's the vibration we were on the planet. They even knocked a lot of these statues down trying to hide shit, but they couldn't. But we built little statues and stuff like that. Alright? Okay, now. Now, when you talking about ancient Egypt, the real Egypt is in North America. This Egypt that they showing us right here, where they show you these pyramids and all that, that's not even ancient Egypt. That's an actual place that they have just built a replica of the things we had. Far as the pyramids that's there, those are pyramids from our ancient pyramids, but those are pyramids, they've been there. We have pyramids everywhere. It's pyramids all in every, listen, it's pyramids in every fucking state in North America. They got us believing, they got you believing that there's only pyramids in Egypt. And it's a few in Mexico. And they'll talk about the few in South America. Boy, it's more pyramids, hear me clearly. There's more pyramids in North America than anywhere else inside this ice ring that we call Atlantis, that they call the world. Right? Because they got you believing that we live on 7 different continents that's separated by water. We live on one landmass, and all the fucking so-called continents are connected to each other. North America is actually North Africa. South America is actually South Africa. And South America is actually Central America. I repeat, all the land is connected. Africa is at the bottom. You got South Africa, and then that little line in between South America and North America, they call that Central America. Well, that little landmass right there, all right, that would be where South America and Mexico is at. And the whole United States, that's North Africa. Ancient Egypt was located around the Illinois, Wisconsin, Ohio, Indiana area. I'll get deeper into that into my lecture next week about the Mississippians. Oh, this is connected. And Egypt connects to Queen Khalifa. That's why we talk about Egypt right now. This whole time period. I repeat, and I got my own maps coming. I'm divinely protected, so the ancestors are gonna let me do it. But y'all need to really see the map. Africa is at the bottom. You got South Africa, and then you got North Africa. What they showing you on the map, which appears to be South America connected to North America through Central America, is actually how North Africa and South Africa look. On top of on top of North Africa, the land where they showing you is Canada on the map. Right above you, that leads all into Europe. That's when you get into like your Italy's and all of that. And then on another side of the land, you have what they call Canada. So they completely mixed everything around. This is why in North America, they hid it. The only thing left to remind you that all this is Africa is the Mississippi River. Because the Mississippi River is the one thing they couldn't hide. Alright? The Mississippi River is actually the Nile River. And the Nile River runs very far. That's why when you go read stories of ancient Egypt, they talk to you about Egypt was a beautiful city that sat right off the Nile River. Feel me? And there was another beautiful city not that far from Egypt that sat right off the Nile River too, and it was called Memphis. I repeat, it was another ancient city, beautiful city that was not that far from Egypt. Egypt was a beautiful city that sat off the Nile River. There was another beautiful city not that far from Egypt that sat off the Nile River too, and it was called Memphis. Now over here in America, look at what Memphis sits at. It sits right off the Mississippi River, don't it? If you go look at a map, look at the way the Nile River runs. Now go look at the way the Mississippi River runs. Go look at the way the land is shaped on the map in Egypt where they showing you how the Nile River runs. Now go look at a map of North America and look at like the Chicago area, Wisconsin area, and the Mississippi River. You're going to see the same land. You're going to see the same little body of water, the water gap. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, right. That's the Midwest. That's around them states, and then that lead down to that, and that's, oh, okay, that drop down there. Oh, okay, cool, that makes sense. I see how they hit it. I'm giving y'all divine, cosmic intel right now. You feel me? Like, they'll never show you this, man. Do you know how dangerous this is what I'm telling y'all right now? I don't even think y'all know what I'm telling y'all. You feel me? Go look up the longest river in any salt, like any regular river that's running and flowing. They gonna say it's the Nile. The Nile is one of the longest rivers in the world. Now go look up the Mississippi River and see if it's not also one of the longest rivers in the world. Now study the Mississippi River. Don't just look it up. Go look into how it flows. Go look into how the stream runs. Now go look at the Nile River. You're gonna see. That's without me getting the map. I got maps getting made. You know what I'm saying? Got a book coming out. But, hey man. But I'm saying it's slow like that for y'all to really grasp it. You feel me? Go look at these things that you never paid attention to. Before I even drop the map, you're going to be able to see it your damn self. You're like, oh, shit, damn. The only thing that does not, because they hid it. They hid Egypt right amongst us. Look, let me take you deeper. You could say it's North Africa. You could say North America is really North Africa. But let me take you deeper though. We know that Africa was named after Scipio Africanus. Right? Who was a European conquistador that went to war with one of our greatest warriors, Hannibal. But they don't show you Hannibal ever as being a black god. They always show Hannibal as a white person. They don't tell you the truth about Scipio Africanus or Hannibal and what really happened in Carthage with the Phoenicians. See, they come up with all these titles to throw you away, because before it was Africa, right? All of North America was just considered Egypt. That's why I said, let me take you deeper. All of that was considered Egypt. Now, think about what California is located, and you can understand why they would like to call her queen Khalifa or Calafia. Either or, I'm cool. Thank you. Either or. Those names are close to what you would think Arabic or Egypt, right? Queen Calafia. You're going to think Egypt. You're going to think to that moment in time, especially if she was a black goddess. But you got to understand that's why you have to understand that Egypt, the Egyptians were a tribe. One of the biggest lies they told us was that the Egyptians was an advanced civilization that existed hundreds of thousands of years ago. So this is how they were able to hide more of our power from us. Because if I tell you the Egyptians existed 6,000 BC, that's like hundreds of thousands of years ago, you can't see it. But if I say, hey, what if I told you the Egyptians existed in the 1600s? 1700s. All the way up to 1776, which is when the USA was started. It formed. Via Declaration of Independence, which was written up by who? Who wrote the Constitution, y'all? The Moors. Who helped them? Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Who wrote the preamble? Because they won't get the Moors the credit. They'll make it seem like the Moors. They'll let you know if you go research enough that the Moors helped them. It was Moors present. But like I told you, they was using the Moors to take us down from jump. And they used the Moors all the way to... Hold on. Let's see if Google can back this up. Because, Google and DuckDuckGo, they work for the same people, G. So, they ain't going to let you go as deep as you can go when you go in here, nigga. When was the Moors at war? Okay. What I say? They say, I look up, how long did the Moors control Europe? Right? Hold on. Come on, man. Because, see, they not going to give it to you like I give it to you, but if you already been listening, you can go back and look at their shit. They'll fill in more blanks for you. Check them out. How long did the Moors control Europe? Many writers refer to Moorish rule over Spain spanning the 800 years from 711 to 1492. I just want to stop there, nigga. I want to stop there. I don't even want to, you know what I'm saying? Now, fuck what they saying. What did I tell y'all happened in 1492? Their year, nigga. All their history gonna start in 1492. But peep game, what is they telling you?